My name is Wes Rodriguez, and you're listening to the Sink or Swim podcast. Come in, sit down, pull up a floor, enjoy yourselves, and listen to the podcasting stylings of Wes Rodriguez. It is the Monday following Thanksgiving Day weekend, and I am sitting down to do my podcast. I was wrapped up in spending the holidays on Skype with my mother, cooking a turkey, and it was also my birthday, so I decided to take some time and just relax and enjoy living alone. But anyways, I had a great time in spite of the fact, and cooking the turkey was pretty cool. I like jumping on Skype with my mom. This has become an annual event, and we'll spend the entire day just chatting and putting together ideas of how we're going to prepare our dinner, and then we'll set everything up and then get back together that evening and enjoy our dinner together with her and her husband. So last year, or the year before that, this is the third year we've been doing it. In the first year, I overthought it. That's one of my things in life. I will either super complicate things, or I will just let my body go through the motions, and then I'll figure out that I'm screwing things up. For example, my concoction of top ramen or a cup of noodles, I will add eggs to it. And so I'll set up my my little bowl, pour some water in it, and then I'll break up my noodles, and then I'll pour some eggs in it, and then I'll throw it in the microwave, and then I'll pull it out, and then I'll add my packet of seasoning that it comes with. And I also make my tea with powdered tea, and then I add my sugar and whatnot, and if I'm not careful to follow through the process, I'll mix it up. And that's exactly what happened to me one time. I was pouring my powdered sugar into my tea and my sugar, and the packet of seasoning that was supposed to be saved for my noodles, and that is a helicopter flying overhead, folks. So I'm just gonna wait. Anyway, the packet of seasoning that was supposed to go in my noodles was poured into my powdered tea, and I laughed at myself. I had to give it a taste first of all, just to make sure it wasn't something I wanted to throw away, and then I eventually threw it away. So I will just go through, and that's an example of just letting my body go through the motions without thinking about what I'm doing. Or I will overthink something. Like 3 years ago when I cooked my first turkey at home, I was concerned about moisture, and I didn't want to cook a dry turkey. And my mom said, well, there's quite a few things you can do. And she suggested a tin foil or a paper bag. And I happened to have a paper bag, and I didn't have tin foil. And so I asked my mom, she said, well, you put the turkey in the bag, and then you put that in the oven. And I'm like, well, how's that not going to catch fire? Well, I guess it's an old wives' tale that's just passed along, how you keep the turkey moist while it's cooking, and the paper won't raise up to a level that'll cause it to combust. So, and it's porous enough to let out just enough, but dense enough to keep the moisture level inside the turkey and inside the bag. And I overthought the process, and instead of simplifying it, I probably should have inquired this, but when she mentioned putting the turkey inside the bag, I literally put the turkey inside the paper bag. Then I placed that in my pan. When she probably had assumed I would do the math correctly and put the pan, the tinfoil pan that I was cooking it in, inside the paper bag. So, and it didn't turn out too bad. There was the bottom layer of turkey that you don't even eat anyway, was where the paper was stuck to. Everything came out just fine. And the moisture level was perfect. But it was ridiculous when I was trying to explain to my mom, how do I get the turkey off out of the bag without getting, you know, paper stuck to it. And she had a big kick when I had to describe the stupidity of my thinking. Anyways, the turkey came out well. I went a little overboard, and instead of thinking about cooking for one, I just grabbed the quickest turkey that I thought was a decent size, and realized that the size of the turkey that my mom was cooking for her and her husband was 15 pounds, and I'm cooking a turkey that's 18 pounds, and I'm only feeding myself. So I'll have Thanksgiving dinner till next Thanksgiving. Which is fine. I enjoy turkey, so I don't mind eating turkey for the next 12 months. And I cooked a mean one. Actually, it was perfect. I used tinfoil this time, and the moisture level was just fine. And a little tip out there, if none of you have done this, when you buy your gravy packet from the store, I'd go ahead and use the liquid from the pan that's left over from the turkey. And it comes out delicious, nice and thick. And so that was a nice day I spent with my mom, and we played some games on Skype and whatnot, talked about family, and basically had a great holiday together. All right, let's talk about still learning how to play Black Ops, the new video game I've acquired, and I'm trying to get good at it before I record any footage. But I'm excited about adding that to my YouTube channel. So look forward to that, people. I'm still adjusting, and the new systems that the game has created is kind of complex. It was a little more simplified in the original Black Ops, and so I played it enough to get really used to it. So maybe I'm just biased, and eventually I'll get used to this system. But I'm getting my ass handed to me, and it's embarrassing. But the thing about multiplayer is, if you travel with a bunch of people that are good at the game, then it saves you a lot of trouble from getting your ass handed to you. If you're by yourself and playing with random people, and you go up against a group of people that's been playing together, then you're going to get your ass kicked, and it's no fun. Especially when you go into the lobby and have to hear them talking shit. But that's when my alter ego kicks in and lashes out. Yeah, it doesn't stop me from opening my mouth and dressing down the opposing team, even if I'm not very skilled and I don't have a decent gameplay to back me up. I will still talk a lot of shit, and if you look at my approval rating on Xbox Live, I think it says 19 people have either no opinion and haven't approved me, and like 81% have avoided me or disliked me. So thank God Xbox doesn't go by that to cancel your membership, or else I would have lost my account a long time ago. Anyhow, I've been having fun. It's cool that I get to play with my family online and friends that I've made over the years. So I'm still getting used to that. Enjoying the game and looking forward to putting up footage of that once we get really good. And I'm thinking about putting a podcast together with the members that I play with, and sitting down and having like a Xbox Call of Duty conference podcast. And I've never met those guys, and that might be fun, just sitting down and meeting them face to face and then talking about the game. That should be exciting and interesting. So I'll put that together eventually. And the zombies mode is kind of fun to play. The zombies mode on Black Ops 2 is one that I was looking forward to. The cool thing about the game is you can just go through the motions and just survive endless waves of zombies coming at you, or you can complete tasks and Easter eggs, they call them, by putting a part together with this part and creating a machine and opening up a storyline, and while you're playing the game, you will hear these voices that will be completing a story, which is now, I think, like 9 chapters in. Every time there's a new map pack, there's an addition to the story, and if you've been following along the whole time, you've gotten to know the characters involved and whatnot in the storyline, and you're invested into it. And this installment is really confusing because it's so complex. But I'm before I cast too harsh a judgment, I'm gonna wait till the other map packs come out and see what Treyarch has in mind. They knocked it out of the park the first run with zombies, and they've only gotten better at it. And Black Ops was really fun to play. And the story was really good too. So I'm looking forward to putting a podcast together that kind of sums up the entire story, and then uploading some gameplay footage of the current version. The voiceovers are really good, and they do have celebrity voices sometimes, and so it's fun to get into the world of gaming. All right, I'm whittling down this podcast to just the chunks of. I've been trimming the fat of these podcasts I'm uploading just so I can get to the meat and potatoes of what I'm trying to say and get used to editing it up and getting it up online at a decent rate, and putting some consistency into the show. And I have to own up to the fact that it's evolving and changing, and I haven't settled on a format yet, and I feel like I should have the freedom until I hit on something that's popular, that becomes something that attracts people to it. So I hope you can go with the flow and appreciate how complicated it is for one person to put the entire production together and still keep coming back. So all you fans out there that have stayed with me so far, a big shout out and a big warm hug to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I know I'm a rookie and amateur at this, but I will reward you by implementing chunks of professional materials such as stand-up comedy in the Sink or Swim Comedy Showcase. And I might as well just go ahead and segue into that right now. So this week's showcase will be featuring Pete Holmes. Pete Holmes also has a podcast. He has a podcast on the Nerdist Network. It's called You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes. He's got a very interesting take on life. I like his format. He breaks down comedy, religion, and relationships, and not necessarily in that order, but he gets good people on there, and it's like a living room conversation that comedians have that you aren't privy to, so you get good material out of it. I really enjoy listening to his podcast, and he's not afraid to be vulnerable and silly and awkward, and I can relate to his experiences with relationships, and he's got plenty of experience working in the world of comedy. Recently, he performed a pilot talk show with the production team. I believe it's headed up by Conan O'Brien. Somehow Conan O'Brien was involved with it, and I'm looking forward to that getting put up sometime in the next year or so. So he hasn't mentioned any finals on that on his podcast, but I think it would be very entertaining. At least if it's anything like his podcast, I'm pretty sure people are going to like it. Anyhow, this is a little clip of Pete Holmes doing his impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger and then making an improvised commercial out of it. So here we go.
And now, the Sink or Swim Comedy Showcase, featuring
the comedy stylings of Pete Holmes.
Action. Hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're probably wondering, where's my thick Austrian accent? Gone. Thanks to Axagon, the accent eliminating spray. It's terminated. One thing you need to know.
Arnold? Can we go again?
I thought that was good.
Yeah, it was great, but your accent creeped in a little bit, and we can't have any.
Really?
Yeah, just
Axagon, the accent eliminating spray. It's terminated. It works naturally in
Arnold, can we just start from the top?
Why is that? Thanks to a revolutionary all-natural throat spray. It works fast, effective.
Arnold, it happened again.
Yeah?
Yeah. So let's just start again. Okay, and
I don't know what you're hearing.
And action.
A revolutionary new throat spray called Axagon will completely eliminate your accent, guaranteed.
Okay, cut.
Really? After just 2 weeks of use, Axagon will completely eliminate...
Arnold.
What? Axagon is a throat... I can do this. Let's start over. Check out some of these lines accent-free. It's not a tumor. Get in the chopper. Cohagen, give them their air. Who is your daddy? And what does he do? Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy? And what does he do? Well, I hope you left enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and rip out your goddamn spine. That's good, right? With Axagon, I guarantee your accent will never say, I'll be back. I'll be back. Never say, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah. Your accent will never say. I personally...
Are you alright?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with this.
All right,
Let's
ready?
go. I'm ready.
All right, we are rolling and action.
Well, you. I am a governor of California. I'll be back. Axagon. Available at finer pharmacies everywhere. This.
Yeah, there we go, folks. Pete Holmes. He loves doing his accents. He he has the courage to try them out at the drop of a hat, whether he's good at it or not. He'll give one a try that he's never done before on his podcast, and he'll just roll with it. Like I said, he is not afraid, and he has no shame. He's got the guts to be awkward and silly. So that's one of my favorite podcasts. All right. Well, I hope everybody had a good holiday and enjoyed their Thanksgiving with their friends and family. I certainly did. It's always a good birthday when my father will remember that and jump on the horn and give me a shout out. I can always count on my mom, but my dad has not been that kind of a dad. But since his stroke, he's been a little more sentimental, and so I can appreciate that. And I guess that'll wrap it up for this week's episode of Sink or Swim. My name is Wes Rodriguez, and for Ambrosio Inigo Montoya, thank you for tuning in. What's your dream?